Yo, what's going on, you moldy meatangs? Today we're playing some games with the new and improved ArchieStoise, which is really just kind of turned into a expanded Mewtwo box. I mean, I know there's other ways to play Mewtwo box and expanded, but I feel like ArchieStoise has also just kind of turned into an expanded Mewtwo's box build. And this is the build that I came up with recently myself. Like I said, Mewtwo box deck, main attacker is the Mewtwo, copying the attacks of Naganadel-GX with the Venom shot to snipe stuff. We got the turn 1 potential from the cross divide with 6 energy through the Espeon Deoxys-GX, and this is generally what we use on our first turn for most matchups, unless it's like a big tag team matchup, in which case we have the Kingdra, so we can just kind of one-shot whatever we want. But if it's a smaller setup deck with like, if it's like against a Zoroark deck, you know, you gotta set up a bunch of Zarulas, some Trubbish. We got the cross divide GX, and we also have Tina in here to help supplement the 20 damage counters that we can put in play. We can also put like 2 more, so if they have like triple Trubbish with 70 HPs, we can go Distortion Door on 2 of them, and then Cross Divide, knock them all out, or Cross Division, not Cross Divide, Cross Division. Cross Divide's the other attack. Cross Division, knock them all out. Got the Greninja in here when we're up against stuff like, I don't know, random stuff that allow, let's say RGX Pokemon can't attack your dudes. We got Miss Slash. Weakness isn't affected by weakness or resistance or any other effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. Hit through everything. Miss Slash can hit through everything. So we got that Greninja boy in here for that. Only other changes we really have here compared to like some of the oldest Archie lists is they do have the one of Psychic, obviously, so we can use our Espeon, so we can use our Naganadel. We also have 2 sneaky or stealthy hoods, not sneaky hoods, stealthy hoods that allow us to get around stuff like Garbotoxin, Wobbuffet, put them on our Blastoise, put them on our Mewtwo if we want to attack with Mewtwo around Garbodor, if we want to use Deluge around Garbodor or Wobbuffet. They're great. Don't have any field blowers in here, just the stealthy hoods. I feel like that's, you don't really need the field blowers. The stealthy hoods are definitely better overall because they stay in play forever. I mean, until your opponent field blowers them. So they need to like set up Garb and stuff and field blower the stealthy hood. So yeah, I definitely prefer the stealthy hoods to the field blowers right now. And then I have 2 Mysterious Treasure in here, added consistency to get cards out of the hand, and then ways to find our Mewtwo's basically, or even stuff like our Espeon Deoxys or Naganadel. Find them, put them in the discard pile with an Ultra Ball or something. Also have 1 Dedenne in here. Switch up the line of the Pokemon draw support. Still at 1 Lele, still at 1 Marshadow, but I cut one of the Shaymins for the Dedenne. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that yet. I might just go back to 2 Shaymin, because the Dedenne definitely feels like a little bit more risky. I don't even know the correct way I want to explain it, but the Dedenne is not quite as smooth as Shaymin, it feels like. So I might cut this guy back out for a second Shaymin. But yeah, that's the list. Mewtwo, Archie's box, whatever you want to call it. Let's go ahead and get into some games. All right, I think we're up against a mirror match in this one, so I'm actually not sure how I would want to play this. They do have an egg, so we can try and abuse that with the cross division early on here. I think we are going to attach the Psychic here. We can then Ultra Ball away 2 water for Blastoise, and then Computer Search away the Blastoise, and the Dedenne for the Archies. All right, so we got it here. Turn 1 Archies set up to potentially go with cross division. Turn 2, let's just check our deck here. Both Mewtwo's are here. 1 Archie prize. Ooh, the Sycamore is prized. We do have 6 water, so we prize the water there. Superior prized. Both treasures. Some other stuff is probably prized as well. Well, we have to have 6 prizes. It looks like the other hood was prized, potentially. But yeah, I think we're chilling. Let's check for that hood, actually. Have the Archies. Yeah, the hood is prized. Second hood prized, but that shouldn't be that big of a deal in the mirror match here, so I'm not too worried about it. Grab myself that Blastoise. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, the follow-up is super weak. Definitely want to Compressor out some stuff to increase our chances of finding a better top deck. I don't know if I want the Kingdra, and probably don't need the Blastoise in the discard pile. I could grab the Naganadel though. Unfortunately, we can't Lele for Sycamore because it's not in here. We only have access to Guzma. Naganadel could be cool though, so I think I want these 3 here. I will bench the Mewtwo just in case they knock out our active Espeon Deoxys. And then I think it's just going to have to be a pass over to our opponent and hope for a good top deck here. Yep, that's all it is. Pass. We'll see how good of a turn 1 they have. Maybe they'll hit us with the Let Loose on the turn 1. I think they are playing ArchieStoise themselves, like I said. So most people running that one of Let Loose in the deck at this point. Super good in the deck. When you get those awkward hands where you can get all the Archie stuff into the discard pile, and then you have like an Ultra Ball or something else, but you don't want to like set up because it draws you like too many cards actually to then try and get rid of. So then the Let Loose becomes like the better option. Just go down to 4 cards, just find an out for the Archies from there. So yeah, hopefully our opponent just Let Looses us here. The way they're playing it, it looks like they probably have the turn 1 themselves. Yeah, Blastoise get the 1 water back, attach active, play down 2 more cards. Oh, maybe not quite yet. Egg going back to the hand. We'll see. Nope, there's the Computer Search. If they don't have this, something they mess up something if they didn't have this one. A turn 1 here with Computer Search and a Superior Energy Retrieval in the hand that they're able to activate. So yeah, I fully expect our opponent to have the Archies here, and that's just how much they kind of get past the Archies. Ooh, they play the Keldeo-GX. We do have that Greninja though that I was talking about. So we can get through the Keldeo-GX, and we can also just like snipe around it with the Naganadel. We don't even really have to KO the Keldeo-GX. We're just like, all right, KO your Blastoise, and then hit them with the Greninja afterwards if we want to. So yeah, not too worried about getting around this. The thing I'm worried about here is attacking at all, because we don't have anything going on our hand. And then, like I said, the Sycamore is prized, unfortunately. You don't even use the Sycamore every game, but those games where you do want it, you really do want Sycamore. All right, they're going to be able to go a little bit deeper here with that Ultra Ball. Probably find themselves a Shaymin. Oh, it's going to be the Lele. They've already played a supporter this turn. They're going with the pass. Maybe their second Shaymin is prized. There's an Ultra Ball top deck. That's a good one. That's a good top deck right there, not gonna lie. Could Let Loose. Could go with Shaymin. We know they have only have the Lele in hand. If they top deck a playable card, they could get back a second Blastoise. I guess maybe that's their thought process there. We could just go with the Elusive Master here, and I actually kind of like that. And we could just use that guy to draw some cards. But then we'd have to bench the Lele for no effect. Then we don't have 1 bench space for Marshadow or Shaymin. So that becomes a little bit iffy. I think we should just go for the Shaymin here. Man, I'm torn on this one. Let me take a look through the deck. Could go with that Elusive Master play. Save the Let Loose for like the later in the game. We have the Dedenne prize. Oh no, we discarded the Dedenne turn 1, right? Yeah. Man. Let's go with the Shaymin. I don't really want to bench the Lele. I might want to use the Giratina as well. Yeah, I don't really want to bench the Lele. I don't really want to give our opponent more cards to work with, so now we're gonna have to probably. Unless we find a way to get off another Archies, which means we just need a Via Seeker from this. So Battle Compressor, get rid of the other Blastoise, get rid of the Guzma. What is the energy count here? 2. Get rid of a water. Probably keep the Guzma in there actually. Get rid of 2 water, so we can get more energy out of this card pile with the potential Superior. Yeah, we'll go for that. Gonna check this first. Actually, we could actually just go with the Elusive Master play here. I actually like that a little bit more. We can Ultra Ball with this, so we should start with the Trainers Mail here. We're not gonna get anything. Grab a nothing actually. Can leave the treasure in there as well. Yeah, grab a nothing. Yeah, then Ultra Ball away. This and this. Gonna grab nothing. Yeah, leave the treasure in there in case we want to find Let Loose. And then we can hit him with that Elusive. How do I play it down? Elusive Master. Get him on the bench. Draw 3 cards. I'll take it. And then there's that Let Loose if we want to use that. We have some other options here as well. Let's check this Order Pad. All right, Tails. I will Professor's Letter for 2. We could just attack with the Espeon Deoxys into this, but I think I want to try and snipe our opponent's Blastoise actually instead with the Naganadel-GX. I think that sounds like the play, but if we whiff, we can just attack with our active. So we're just going to put 2 energy on our active here, and then we're going to Let Loose and then see what we draw into. What does this guy's GX attack do? Okay. So yeah, if this gets us a Superior... Oh, there we go. Chances were pretty high. There was 3 in deck. Yeah, so then we're going to retreat. Psychic and the water. I don't think I attached a Psychic this turn, right? I think I attached that last turn. I'm hoping I attached that last turn, because if I didn't, then I actually can't pull this off. But I'm fairly positive that I attached it last turn. Alright, Superior Energy Retrieval. Away these 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all right. Attach. Deluge. 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 I don't think we really need to throw any more on there. And then we can go with that super cool Venom Shot here. Snipe the Blastoise. Get that out of here. Discard the 2 water energy. And we can even Venom Shot again. If they get down another Blastoise, we can be like, alright, that's cool. Venom Shot again. Keldeo can't one-shot us. Oh, unless they have a what's it called? We did fill our bench here. So if they do have a Choice Band, Resolute Blade GX will one-shot us. But they're probably going to have to two-shot our Mewtwo. And like I said, we have this Miss Slash in here. So we can actually two-shot this Keldeo. I think it's definitely worth to sacrifice. Well, we have to see. We need water energy at this point. We do need more energy at this point. We're kind of running low on energy. We have plenty of superiors to get the energy back, but we need to find that. There's an N from our opponent. I'll definitely take that. Our hand was far from stellar, and that means that they just didn't use what's it called here. What did they just not use? They didn't use Archies. They don't have Archies. They don't have the Blastoise out, so that's great for us. We're probably just gonna go ahead and use this Mewtwo to go ahead and copy Miss Slash here. Just hit this for 130. I don't think I want to really use anything else. I think we're just gonna Miss Slash here, because this hand can get us out another Archies if we want it to. So I think we're just gonna go with the Miss Slash. This does prevent all effects, right? Yeah, prevent all effects of attacks. So Espeon Deoxys would not be able to KO both these this game for this turn. Let's get some energy in play. Actually, I changed my mind a little bit. I do want to make it so that I could Archies with this hand in case they do KO the Blastoise next turn. Like they could Guzma knock it out potentially. So like this, get 4 water back out of the discard pile. Boom. I'm gonna put 2 on this guy. And I think that's it for now. And then we'll just Miss Slash with the Mewtwo, because if I send up the Greninja, they could just GX attack, knock out the Greninja, and I don't want that. I could attach one to Espeon Deoxys, but that doesn't seem very good. So yeah, we're just gonna go with this guy. We're gonna go, okay, Miss Slash. 130. And then the Greninja can clean him up, or we could get our second Mewtwo, but probably to like throw off the prize trade, we want to use this guy, because if they go knock out this guy this turn with GX attack, which I assume they're gonna do, Resolute Blade GX, knock out our Mewtwo. We don't want to just lose because we send up a tag team and then they just KO it. So don't want to do that. Definitely gonna hold back on that and probably KO him with this guy. He's only worth 2 prizes, not worth the 3. So then I go down to 1 prize, and then we can kind of go from there. There's the other Keldeo, so they run that guy as well. So those are our 5 prizes right here if we want them to be. We can KO this, and then we can go Espeon's GX's GX attack to knock out this guy and this guy. So that can be our game plan here. Rusty's not gonna matter, because we still do 130, which still knocks us out. So that's our game plan here. Knock this out, and then GX attack, knock these 2 out. Fighting Fury Belt is the only thing that could really mess up our game plan there. So we definitely want to play around that still, I guess, but I don't think it's probably going to exist. So top deck Viridian Forest. Just in case they play Silent Lab or something, I feel like I almost want to hold on to this, actually. So I don't think I would go for getting the other Mewtwo out this turn though, if I can do that. So let's go. Ooh, nice heads. Grab a treasure. There he is. I would definitely like to bench him. Could get rid of the Guzma. It doesn't seem worth it. Just use an egg here. And then yeah, treasure away the egg. Grab ourselves Mewtwo. Put him down. And yeah, I think I'll hold the rest of the hand and just go with the Miss Slash. Knockout. Yep, now our game plan is, I'm kind of holding off on putting the energy on the Espeon Deoxys just because, well, what if our opponent does play, what's it called? You know, that Fighting Fury Belt. We wouldn't want to like load up all of our energy on him. We'd probably want to do something with the Mewtwo and probably the Kingdra with the Hydro Pump. So I don't want to commit everything to this guy just yet. But we're looking pretty good here. We're looking like we're in a good spot. Our opponent could end us next turn. I guess that would be a little bit annoying to deal with that, but we'd get there. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. We still have access to this guy's GX attack as well. Just put one of our opponent's bench Pokemon, all cards attached to it, into our opponent's hand. So we could, if they get down on Blastoise, we could force it back into their hand. Actually, ooh, there is a EV Snorlax. That'll one-shot our Kingdra. Still have this win condition though of the Keldeo and Exeggcute, and they do need to get out a Archie's this turn. They have to Archie's this turn if they actually want to attack with anything. So our Kingdra might go down here, but that means they're not ending us. So maybe they play something like a reset stamp or something. Ooh, they have the Jirachi in their build here. That's interesting. There's an Articuno. Maybe their plan is to just put us to sleep this turn. There's the attach to the EV Snorlax. There's a Choice Band. All right. There's the Archie. All right. They're back on the board with the Blastoise, but that means they're not ending us this turn, which means we have the combo in our hand to win the game on the following turn. So I think we got this one on wrap here with the cross division. We're gonna be able to get all the energy we need back for it. Cross division, knock out this guy, knock out this egg. The unfortunate egg start from our opponent, not usually always terrible to open the egg, because that means you didn't open a GX sometimes, and you can leave it in your act and be like, all right, you can either not draw a prize this turn and knock out my egg, or you knock out my egg and then I have access to my second egg. So I'll leave this up to you. So yeah, usually not really terrible to open the egg. In this situation though, it's going to be pretty bad for our opponent having opened the egg, as we are going to be able to clean up this game here. We could also just KO this EV Snorlax, I just realized, with Mewtwo copying Kingdra. We can definitely get enough water energy to do that. However, I think doing the cross division play is a little bit cooler, so I'm gonna go with the cross division play here. Definitely sounds a little bit cooler to me, so we're gonna go with the cross division using the Espeon Deoxys to KO these two. We're gonna go drop, so we go with the superior, get rid of these. We could probably pretty much draw our whole deck here if we wanted to, so we are never really whiffing, I don't think. And we go attach to Espeon Deoxys, and then we go deluge for, I don't know, we need 4 of them here. Get all the energy in here on the Espeon Deoxys. I don't need quite that many. That'll do. And then cross division for the knockouts here. 1, 2, 3, and then all this right here on the Keldeo. It'll end eventually. Soon. There we go. 170 and 30 to draw our last 3 prizes here with the cross division in the mirror match here, and walk away with that dub. Another one here, guys. We went first, got the Archies into the discard pile, hit our opponent with the Let Loose. Now we're using a battle compressor. We're getting the Blastoise into the discard pile, getting an egg, getting the Kingdra. We have the Archies in the deck, so we can Lele for Archies here, or we can Trainers Mail into a VS Seeker or the Archies, which I think I'd rather do. So yeah, we're gonna get rid of these. Kindra's gonna be our main attacker on this one because we're up against the big bad Buzzwole, and we need to do a lot of damage. Trainers Mail, all energy. All right, so it is gonna be the Lele for the Archies here. Not a big deal. Ultra Ball, Lele, get the Archies. Yep. And then we'll Archies out the Blastoise, and we just want to set up a lot of water energy on our active so that it can one-shot a Buzzwole from here. That's the plan. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's some energy. So we can go first. We can go. No, we can go Deluge. And propagate. I think I will treasure away the egg. We're either gonna grab, so then we can just grab like the Giratina, then we can propagate again, Ultra Ball the Giratina and the egg away, probably grab the other egg, could grab the other Mewtwo. I think our opponent's deck is potentially a turn 1 like lock you out of the game deck. So I think I want access to the other egg in the discard pile actually, so we could do stuff like Computer Search at a 1-card hand. What would we have? We'd have a top deck alongside, but we might want to keep the top deck. Maybe I just want the second Mewtwo in play. No, because we want room for this guy on the bench potentially to come out of the hand. Yeah, just get the other egg, and we'll put him in the discard pile. Have the option of the double egg. Having an option of double egg is never a bad thing, so. 4, 5, 6. All right, perfect. We can battle compressor away. 3 water energy. Yeah, we just want a lot of water in this one. I can Professor's Letter for 2 more water energy. I don't think we can get one shot on the first turn by this thing. I hope we can't. Bring back an egg. Superior away the egg and the Naganadel. And we can go ahead and get those 3 water energy we just put in the discard pile. There we go, 3 water energy. And we need what? It does 50 plus 10, so we need, I don't know, how much HP does this thing have? We need 5 on it. That 10 damage coming in clutch for 5, and I'm gonna create a pivot on the Lele here. We'll just keep that 1 water energy around and pass over to our opponent. We'll see what their deck's all about here coming into this next turn. I got no idea what to expect, to be honest, from our opponent. We know they have Buzzwole and they have Surge, because I saw that off the mulligan. But besides that, I got no idea what's going on. There's a Nest Ball. That's pretty predictable there. Get your other Buzzwoles, get your grass energy, right? That's pretty cool. And it's just gonna be a pass. All right, well, it looks like our Let Loose has done the job here. And we're just gonna start swinging here. Oh, that is the wrong attack. Oops. That is not Hydro Pump. That was my GX attack. And, well, we'll see where this one goes. Our opponent was dead drawn, so that's good for us. But Maelstrom GX was not what I meant to use there. I meant to use Hydro Pump. I kind of just clicked on the first attack that I knew was a Kingdra attack, and I was like, well, this is a Kingdra attack. That shouldn't be too bad, right? All right, use that attack. That is not what I meant to do. All right, let's try that again. Hydro Pump. All right, that's also a Kingdra attack. All right, this one did more damage, though, and knocked out the active. That's what I was looking for with the first one. Okay, that's fine. We're still in it. We're still fine. Our opponent's still dead drawn. Let Loose did his job. Good old classic Let Loose, giving our opponent the dead draw, giving us the gas. We should be good. There's the Surge, though. They didn't play any supporters last turn. Field Blower. Away my hood. Beast Ring. Uh-oh. How bad is it going to be? Anything else? Custom Catcher for 2. They're going to keep going. Where does it end? Where does it begin? Where does it lead? I assume this is some kind of Surge Greens deck. Oh, there's a Pokegear. Oh no, there's an Erika's. I think I gave my opponent one turn too many here, and now we might be in trouble. There's the Erika's. I'm trying to think of a way that they could actually like knock us out. There's a reset stamp. Ooh, that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3. We got via Seeker, and we can probably play down the whole hand, so we should be able to Archies. Can't quite. We don't have a water energy in the discard pile. There's the greens. Last supporter our opponent can use this turn. It was Surge, Erika's, and then this greens. So I think we win. I don't think they can KO us. Even if they could, we got a pretty good hand here. We should be able to like pull something out for sure. So I think we got him. I think we're gonna get the knockout with this Mewtwo actually, specifically. But even if we don't, I think we would still have them somehow. I'd come up with something easy, no problem. Oh, there's a power plant. All right, so now we gotta get rid of this power plant. We have a Viridian Forest left, I think, so we can do that. We can get rid of that power plant, no problem. Not worried about it. If not, we can just hit them with the Lele for turn. Just punch this guy with Lele. 220 with the Elegant Soul. All right, check this thing first. There's an Ultra Ball. I don't think that gets us anything though. Shaymin is prized. Oh, Shaymin's in the discard pile. But it does allow us to Archies out the Kingdra, I guess. So it does do that, which is pretty good. Let's Archie out of Kingdra. We could retreat this as well and just plan to attack with Lele through this, which is like also pretty good, I think. Well, we could just get the Viridian Forest and win the game. So actually, let's not do that. Changed my mind. Yeah, let's go with the Archies out the Kingdra. Get him out here. Might be able to utilize him this turn if we want to. I don't think we can quite get enough energy for the Kingdra to take a one shot. Maybe we can actually. Oh, there's a Viridian Forest. Get rid of the power plant and knockout. So, don't Maelstrom GX. Use your Turbo Pump, your Hydro Pump. Don't use the Maelstrom GX. That was I just like. I was like, oh, this is a Kingdra attack. Click it. Oh, that's not the right one. He's got 3 attacks, not just 1. So, don't do what I just did. That wasn't good. The game was fine. Let Loose did his job. Everything else was going smooth until I messed up. Don't do that. Another mirror match going on here. This guy's got the Palkia GX in his build. We'll see what else he's got going on. There's a Compressor off the start from him. Yeah, I don't know. We don't have to go with our hand should be able to get off an Archie's here. Yeah, now that he gave Viridian Forest, like we should for sure get off the Archie's here. I'm debating if I want to like attach this energy. We could like Viridian Forest to find the Psychic for a Mewtwo off of this Mysterious Treasure, which I think is probably a little bit better actually. And then we have the option of you just blow this guy up with Kingdra, but we could also go with something like, ooh, no turn 1 Archies from our opponent. Uh-oh, got some bad news for you there, bud. We are gonna KO your Palkia for sure. That guy is gone. He's done. Dunzo. Battle Compressor doesn't matter. Yep, that is our game plan now, is just KO this this Palkia with Mewtwo copying Kingdra. All right, sounds good to me. Yeah, so our game plan is going to be, that's it. That's our game plan. So I was like, usually you have to debate whether or not you want to attach the water energy to the active when it's not a Mewtwo, or even if it is a Mewtwo, because you need to get the Psychic on, and you have to like manually attach the Psychic. You can't Archies or deluge out the Psychic energy. So, but now that we know we're trying to KO Palkia, we don't need Psychic energy this turn, even if we find it. So we're just gonna go try and one-shot this thing with the Mewtwo copying Kingdra. That's the game plan. That's it, and it's looking pretty good. Another water. Yeah, attach. Ultra Ball. I think we grab it, nothing here. Kingdra is in the deck. We could grab the Kingdra actually and treasure away the Kingdra because we know we want the Kingdra. Yeah, let's grab the Kingdra. And then I'll treasure away the Kingdra. And then we can Viridian Forest and fail the Viridian Forest. Yeah, we do know we want the Kingdra. It's one less piece we'll have to get into the discard pile potentially, so it seems worth it to me. And then yeah, Viridian Forest, get rid of the water. We could have like saved the Viridian Forest usage for after we play the Archies, and then that'd be like +1 water to get, but it shouldn't be a big deal here. Here we go. We need more water in the discard pile. We need 2 more water in the discard pile because we'll get one off this Lele. So 2 water, and then probably an egg should end up in the discard pile here. Yeah, let's get rid of an egg. This guy we want to keep in the deck because he's potential draw power though. So we're gonna use this treasure here, but we're not gonna get rid of this guy. We're gonna get rid of this egg. We're not going to take anything either. We're just going to use it so the treasure's not available anymore because we don't want to treasure for any of those anymore because we're using our Let Loose this turn right now. So there's no we don't need to treasure for Let Loose anymore because of this. All right, it's all on this Order Pads. Flip. Let's check it out. That's pretty bad. Let's use some compressors. 2, 3. Definitely want to keep this guy in the deck. Those should all go to the discard pile. Compressor again. There's more stuff to get rid of here. Get rid of this guy. Get rid of... These are both good to have in the deck still. Probably don't need Stealthy Hoods anymore, so I think we can just double ditch those. Everything else is worth keeping, I think. So that all goes to the discard pile. And unfortunately, it's going to be the pass. We whiffed. Whiffed the turn 1 attack. Usually doesn't happen. We had a lot of outs there off the Let Loose. We had another Order Pad, Ultra Balls. We had Shaymin, Dedenne, Ultra Balls, Computer Search, the Greninja. I guess the Greninja didn't work because we have this in our hand. We couldn't put this down, so the Greninja-GX wouldn't have worked because we have the Psychic in our hand. But yeah, rough start for us. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have a ridiculously strong follow-up themselves on their second turn here. They're definitely taking their time with this hand, probably figuring out if they can get the Archies out of it. Oh, there's a Whale Lord. That's good for us to see. That's an easy knockout for us. Mewtwo copying Kingdra to take out the Whale Lord. So I like to see that come down. That's a nice 3 prizes right there. At some point, we'll see. Should be a pretty easy knockout at some point though, for sure. Just use the Mewtwo to take the knockout on that. Mewtwo to copy Kingdra to take the knockout. Let me correct myself there. Can't just use the Mewtwo. The Mewtwo needs a little bit of help on this one. Ultra Ball down to 1 card in hand. Looks like they probably have it. Yep, there's the Lele. As long as second Archie's in the deck, they should be all good. I don't no idea what the last card in their hand is, but it should be the Wonder Tag for second Archie's. There it is. All right, here we go. Archie's about to make his way out for our opponent, and we'll see if they can get the knockout here. Do what we couldn't do, and then we're hoping a top deck on our next turn because we are stuck right now. We have a lot of good. There's like, I don't know, maybe like half our deck is outs though for the top deck. Like a lot of our deck is outs for the top deck here. So interesting that they actually got rid of the power plant instead of putting that in play to shut down our Mewtwo. Definitely interesting to see that. I think they could have put that in play, so they opted to like keep the energy, it looked like, over that. Very interesting. All right. Maybe they want to keep access to Viridian Forest, but knowing I'm playing the Mewtwo build, if I was them, I would have done that. I don't know. Seems good to me to shut off my Mewtwo's. I don't want them to. I know I don't want them to do that. So if I was them, I would have done that. Here come the Deluge, just for 1 so far. So they're only hitting us for what? 150? Not quite a knockout on our Lele, but they're close. They're very close. Definitely could take it out if they wanted to, I think. Exeggcute. Probably going to be getting that back for a superior, which means they will be knocking out our Lele here. For sure, Choice Band doing actually quite a bit of work here for making up for but 2 energies there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Choice Band's putting in work here to KO my Lele. They have it. They're taking their time again. Computer Search. Of course they have it. What are you doing, man? Got the Computer Search. That's all you need. There we go. So either going to grab themselves a Superior. A Professor's Letter would work as well. Actually, I think if they just get a Water Energy, that works. Yeah, if they just get a Water Energy off this Computer Search. They could also go for something bigger like Shaymin to draw cards. Kind of depends on what their hand is. And then, yeah, we are on top deck mode going into our next turn. Like I said, like half our deck is outs, though. Like we have 4 Trainers Mail, 3 Order Pad, 3 Ultra Ball, an Archie's, a Sycamore, Shaymin, Dedenne. Yeah, a ridiculous amount of our deck is at least 50% of our deck is outs. I'm pretty sure over 50% of our deck is. I'm not going to do the exact math, but it's pretty high that we get a decent top deck here. Yeah, so they went for the Shaymin setup there. That should for sure get them what they need. They put down the Baby Volcanion. If they want to use that, what's it called, Jet Geyser, I would have no problem pushing up this Marshadow. But I don't want to if I don't have to. There it is, another energy. And we definitely want to set up a second Blastoise here. This would actually not be a terrible time for us to snipe our opponent's Blastoise with Mewtwo copying Naganadel. We would probably get GX attacked with that Zero Vanish, but that wouldn't KO our Mewtwo, and then we could respond with Knock This Out, and then Guzma knock out the Wailord to draw our last prize card. We'll kind of just see where this all goes with our top deck, but I wouldn't hate just kind of sniping their Blastoise and locking up everything here. All right, there's that Trainer's Mail I was talking about. We can thin out our deck by 1 water energy by using the Viridian Forest, so we're definitely going to do that first. Viridian away an egg. Get that water out of the deck. Increase our chances of the Trainer's Mail finding something good. I think we're going to, like, if I had to bet, the Trainer's Mail is going to give us something good here. All right, Sycamore. Unless we wanted to use an Archie's, actually. We get Archie's out second Blastoise to kind of protect ourselves. That seems pretty good, actually. Let's Archie's out a second Blastoise here. Gotta deluge this water. Can't attach the water because we have to attach the Psychic. I don't know if I want to snipe the Blastoise, but sniping Blastoise seems pretty good. So I might just go for the snipe on the Blastoise, because the way our prize trade is gonna break down anyways, we need to KO a 1-prizer. So may as well just snipe Blastoise this turn, especially when all their energy is locked up on something that can't one-shot our Mewtwo. So I'm talking as if we're gonna get there as well, which we did. So I'm talking as if we're gonna get there, and we did, so we're chilling. Yeah, I think we're just gonna snipe the Blastoise here. I think that's pretty cool. I like it. I like the idea of it. So we're gonna go for that. Yeah, let's snipe that Blastoise. Let's see what happens when we snipe the Blastoise. Venom Shot. I think we gotta get a little bit creative because we are a little bit behind too, so... and this should make it pretty weird for them to do stuff. Because they have a big hand, they probably have a Superior in there, and if they play a Superior, it's going to get back 2 water energy, which should make things more awkward. Like, it should just make it awkward for our opponent this turn, the fact that I sniped that. They can Zero Vanish us, but it doesn't matter. We got 6 water in the discard process. Superiors will find our energy no problem. So yeah, Zero Vanishing here doesn't really do anything, and that's why I didn't put this other water in play somewhere, because we do get Zero Vanished. I don't want more. I still don't want more water energy in our deck, but yeah. So this should make it pretty awkward. They have a pretty big hand, and when they have a big hand like this, it means it's going to be awkward to use the Archies. Either they can get off the Archies, but they have to expend a lot of their resources, like maybe multiple Superior Energy Retrievals leave the hand for little to no value, or they just can't pull off the Archie because their hand is too big. Especially with that Order Pad Tails. You never know how it's going to end. And they actually are down... Are they down 2 via Seeker or 1? 1 via Seeker. Okay, never mind. They're down 2 Archies, though. So yeah. We'll see if they've got it. Definitely never want to leave them an opening to use Acerola. They do play that Acerola, we know that. We don't ever want to give them an opening to use Acerola. That would be horrific. If we ever let them efficiently use Acerola, that could be the game right there. So we can't give them that opportunity. They're taking their time. I'm sure they're figuring out if they can pull off an Archie's this turn. Looks like they might just go for the Zero Vanish. Oh, maybe it's a little bit better of a hand than I thought. Another Via Seeker to the discard pile, though. That's good to see. So even if they have one more, even if they have the Archies this turn, losing a Via Seeker, like that's what we're trying to make them do by doing this play. Make them expend their resources as much as possible. Make them waste as many resources as possible. If they do get the Archie out, we want them to like burn through a bunch of stuff to try and get there. Or, you know, they have a big hand. Maybe they just can't get the Archies. That's the other thought here. And either way, I don't expect to get knocked out this turn. I don't think this Mewtwo's going anywhere. I don't think they're going to be able to. Their bench is locked, so these are all the attackers they can potentially use if they get out the Archie. So I don't think this Mewtwo is going... They can maybe get all their energy on Tapu Lele, but there's already 5 locked up on here, so that's not happening. Not even going to think about it. There's no way that happens. I used to get... No, Hydro Pressure would be not about... It'd be about the same, wouldn't it? Yeah. All right. Order Pad, heads. So that should lead to an Archie's at this point with a 2-card hand. Almost certainly they'll have an Archie set up now off of that too. Especially because they discarded a VS Seeker, they should almost for sure have a way to get Archies out now. But which is fine. If they don't get too much, if they don't knock out our Mewtwo, we're going to go knock out this Palkia. And then we're going to go knock out this Wailord Magikarp. And the game will be over. We already got our Guzma in the discard pile. We just need to find our other Mewtwo. Load both of them up so that Kingdra can take one-shots. That we can take one-shots with them through Kingdra. And that's it. That's going to be game. We'll have it locked up. Easy dub in the end here. I probably actually should have discarded the Psychic Energy off of the Naganadel snipe, the Venom shot on my last turn. I don't think I was going to use the Psychic Energy again, so I probably should have discarded that actually. We could also just like snipe this Blastoise again if we wanted to. Our opponent is down 3 VS Seeker and 2 Archies, so they would have 1 VS Seeker left to use to get the guy back. They have a lot of superior energy retrieval left though. But we would trap those in their hand if we did snipe it. We could just snipe the Blastoise again. That would be funny if we sniped the Blastoise again. But I think we should. It would be pretty unlikely that they actually are able to get it off too. We could just snipe the Blastoise again actually. I don't actually hate that as an idea here on the next turn. We could just snipe the Blastoise again. That would be pretty funny. We'll see what our opponent fully does with their turn, but I'm definitely entertaining the idea of just going, okay, Venom shot your Blastoise again. Because I don't know if they could handle that. They have 1 VS Seeker left, so they could definitely get another Archie's out. But once again, they're going to have a pretty big hand. Actually, are they going to knock out our Mewtwo? I think they're going to knock out our Mewtwo. That's pretty rough. I didn't really think that was going to happen, but it looks like they got it. That's okay, though. We'll be fine. Not overly worried about it. We could actually attack them with... Oh, wait, they have 1 prize left. Uh-oh. Okay, I didn't think they would get the knockout on our Mewtwo like that. All right, well, it's going to have to attack with another Mewtwo and then hope for the best, actually, at this point. I thought we were a little bit more ahead and wouldn't be in that much trouble, but now we're in trouble, actually. Go Marshadow. Yeah, we're in a little bit of trouble now. We'll see if we can get out of this one. I'm maybe a little bit too confident at this point in this one. Viridian Forest away, Viridian Forest. There is an energy left. I thought there was. Trainers Mail. Yeah, they might have this one. Yeah, I was definitely a little bit more confident in this one than I should have been. Not going to end up putting Dedenne down. We're just going to Sycamore for the turn. Going to Ultra Ball. I think second Mewtwo is in there. He better be in there. If not, I'm going to be in trouble. Yeah, I was pretty sure I saw him, though. Second Mewtwo. That's a lot of HP for our opponents to get over still, though, so... I'm still like, oh, I think we're fine, right? I think we're fine. We'll find out shortly, but I think we're still in a fine spot. Get these eggs back to get a bunch of water energy back. We don't play N, so we can't N our opponent. So if our opponent does have the Guzma play, they will win. Or if they can get 8 energy on their Magikarp Wailord, they will also win through the GX attack. So, oops. Maybe I should have KO'd the Palkia last turn. Well, I don't know. That doesn't seem very good either. KO Palkia. I still have to like KO something at some point. So I feel like going after the Blastoise when I did was still correct, actually. Yeah, I feel like going after the what's it called when I did was still correct. But I think it might end up with us getting an L here. Retreat to this guy. Yeah. I think our opponent's got this one, I'm not gonna lie. I am going to egg twice. We are going to Superior again. And just like fully load up this Mewtwo to be able to knock out the Wailord on the next turn, possibly. We want the option of that anyways. Maybe I don't want to do that actually, because then he could go... Should probably get the Psychic back. I want to pivot. Well, no, if they have enough energy to KO me with Lele, then they can do it with the other guy as well. We got 6 on there. That's enough. That's enough. I'm cutting it off there. This is fine. Not gonna click the Maelstrom GX. Gonna go with the Hydro Pump. Knockout here. All right, we knocked out the Palkia. We have enough energy on our Mewtwo to knock out the Wailord. We have Guzma in the discard pile to for sure bring the Wailord up next turn. The question now becomes: does our opponent just have double superior energy retrieval to just go Wailord GX attack, knock out our Marshadow, or I just bring up our Marshadow, knock him out with like literally anything? So yikes. However, our opponent doesn't have Guzma in the discard pile. So maybe it's their last prize. Maybe they can't get it out of the deck, but I'm pretty sure they got this one. They could also, yeah, they could also just have double superior and then Wailord GX attack. All that for the Wailord GX attack to KO our Marshadow. Yeah, they could do that as well. That would work. This kind of all goes back to our turn 1 where we whiffed the donk on the Palkia. Our opponent recovered super well on the following turn and brought it all the way to this point where I think we're about to lose. If we did play N or something, that would definitely change things up. So maybe we do need a recovery card in our deck. Maybe we do need a disruption card, a late game disruption card. I would probably see a reset stamp being a little bit better, but you can use N off of via Seekers. So maybe I need to add that in here. Definitely would have been very good if we had an N to 1 for our opponent or a reset stamp to 1, but not going to matter in this one. We're going to take the L here in the mirror match to close out this video, guys, with the ArchieStoise. That's going to do it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to subscribe. I do think this is probably just the best deck in Expanded that I've messed around with. I haven't messed around with a whole ton of Expanded decks or even thought about Expanded decks at all recently, but this one seems really good. Our Mew box ArchieStoise seems pretty good. Even if we did just lose to the previous iteration of ArchieStoise in that game. That was unfortunate. Definitely seems like the BDIF to me from what I've played. I haven't done a whole lot of an Expanded, so check it out for sure. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for watching, and peace.